Lovely to have you back on the Cool Tech channel. Today's topic, a frightening one. Let's talk about the big, scary, super smart robot in the room. Artificial intelligence, AI. Some people hear that and they get excited. They picture a world where their phone orders a pizza. The phone also senses your mood and picks extra cheese. A future of incredible convenience. Diseases cured faster. And yes, solving why socks disappear in the laundry. They see a utopia, a shiny world of progress. You press a button and boom, life gets easier. The sci-fi dream minus killer robots. For a moment, it's all very cool. But then the other side of the coin. For every person dreaming of a robot butler, another worries it will take their job. That fear is real. Not far off. People feel it today, September 8th, 2025. You start hearing stories. A machine writes an article. An algorithm designs a building. The robot becomes a coworker. No coffee breaks. It never complains about the boss. It works around the clock. Excitement turns to cold sweat. It's like seeing someone far better at your job, made of code. So why is AI learning so ridiculously fast? It's not like it's going to school or watching YouTube tutorials. Well, in a way it is. But its version of YouTube is the entire internet. It can watch everything all at once. Think about how a human learns. We read a book, we practice a skill, we make mistakes, we slowly get better. It takes years. I spent ages learning to do a convincing American accent, and even now, some words trip me up. An AI can learn every accent in the world in the time it takes you to brew a cup of coffee. It's not just faster, it's a completely different scale of learning. The secret sauce is machine learning, more specifically, deep learning. These systems are inspired by the human brain, with layers of neurons processing information. You feed one of these models massive data, say, every picture of a cat on the internet. At first, it's clueless. It might think a dog is a cat. It might think a loaf of bread is a cat. But every time it gets it wrong, it adjusts. Now multiply that by billions of pictures and a few trillion calculations. Suddenly, it knows a cat when it sees one. Looking ahead to the next 5 years, let's say to 2030, is like trying to predict the weather in a hurricane. You know it's going to be wild, but the exact path is hard to nail down. However, experts have a pretty good idea of the general direction. The changes we're seeing now are just the appetizers. The main course is coming. Routine, predictable tasks are the first things on the menu. If your job can be summarized in a flowchart, an AI is probably already being trained to do it. This isn't just about factory jobs anymore. We're talking about white-collar, knowledge-based work that we once thought was safe. In this 5-year window, we're likely to see a massive acceleration of AI adoption. Think about it from a business perspective. If your competitor can do a task instantly, for a fraction of the cost, you have 2 choices: adapt or become obsolete. This competitive pressure will be immense. AI tools will become standard in almost every industry: marketing, finance, law, healthcare. Your next coworker might not be a person, but a software suite that you have to collaborate with every single day. The next 5 years are a critical window for individuals to start building the skills they'll need for this new reality. All right, let's get specific. Who should be sweating the most? If your job involves repeatable patterns and processing large amounts of information, AI sees you, and it's coming for your cubicle. First on the list, data entry clerks, telemarketers, some customer service representatives. These jobs are often based on scripts and predictable workflows. An AI can process data, dial numbers, and answer common questions with superhuman efficiency, and without ever getting tired or frustrated at a customer yelling about their Wi-Fi. Many companies have already started this transition, and it's only going to accelerate. Next up are roles that we used to think required a human touch: paralegals, bookkeepers, junior accountants. A huge part of these jobs involves sifting through massive amounts of documents, finding specific information, and organizing it according to a set of rules. AI is exceptionally good at this. It can review 1 million pages of legal discovery, or financial records in the time it takes a human to find their favorite pen. It can spot anomalies and flag inconsistencies far more reliably than a tired human eye ever could. The machine doesn't need a second cup of coffee at 3 p.m. Now, before you go and trade your laptop for a cabin in the woods, let's talk about the other side of this story. For every job that gets automated, history shows that new ones emerge. 100 years ago, most people worked on farms. The tractor came along, tractor mechanics, factory workers to build them, salespeople to sell them. AI is no different. It's destroying jobs, yes, but it's also creating them. The catch is that these new jobs are roles we can barely even imagine today. They're the new kids on the block, and they're going to need people. First, think of all the jobs involved in managing the AI itself. We'll need AI trainers, we'll need AI ethicists. An AI model is only as good as the data it's trained on. AI trainers will be responsible for curating that data, fine-tuning the models, teaching them context and nuance. Think of it as being a teacher for a classroom of super-intelligent toddlers. Alongside them, AI ethicists will be crucial. Is this AI biased? Is it fair? Is it being used responsibly? Their job will be to install a moral compass into the code. So, the robots are here. They're smart, they're efficient, they're not going away. You have two choices. Stand in front of the wave and try to fight it. You'll get wet and lose. Or grab a surfboard and learn to ride it. The future of work isn't man versus machine. It's a partnership. It's a dance. You need to learn the steps. Stop seeing AI as a threat. Start seeing it as a tool. A ridiculously powerful tool, but still a tool. A hammer doesn't build a house on its own. A carpenter uses it. AI is the same. Think about collaborating with AI. Your creativity, your intuition, your strategic thinking, your understanding of the world. Lightning-fast data processing pattern, recognition, tireless execution. Together, you get something better than either alone. Imagine you're a pilot flying a plane. You're in charge. You make the big decisions. But you have a co-pilot, a sophisticated autopilot system that handles the routine tasks. It maintains altitude, adjusts for turbulence, and manages the engine performance. This lets you focus on the bigger picture, navigating, communicating with air traffic control, and handling any unexpected challenges. This is exactly what working with AI is going to be like. The AI is your co-pilot. It's not there to replace you, it's there to augment you, to make you a better, more effective professional. This co-pilot will look different depending on your job. For a software developer, the AI co-pilot might suggest lines of code, catch bugs before they happen, and even write entire functions based on a simple description. This frees up the developer to think about the overall architecture and user experience. For a doctor, the AI co-pilot could analyze a patient's medical history, X-rays, and lab results, and suggest possible diagnoses or treatment plans based on millions of other cases. The doctor then uses their medical expertise and human judgment to make the final call, armed with an incredible amount of data-driven insight. The message is clear. The ground is shifting beneath our feet. Staying still is not an option. In this new era, the most important skill you can have is the ability to learn new skills. We have to embrace a mindset of lifelong learning. The idea that you go to school for 20 years and then work for 40 with the same skill set is over. It's dead, buried. Now, education is a continuous loop. You learn, you work, you learn some more, you work in a new way. This isn't a one-time upgrade. It's a constant process of skilling up, or as the cool kids say, leveling up. So what skills should you be learning? First, there's what we call prompt engineering. This is the art and science of talking to AI. Since AI models respond to instructions, the quality of your output depends entirely on the quality of your input. Learning how to write clear, specific, and creative prompts is becoming a fundamental skill, like learning how to use a search engine was 20 years ago. You need to learn how to ask the right questions to get the best results. Beyond technical skills, the real currency of the future will be those uniquely human abilities that machines can't replicate. After all this talk of super smart robots and jobs on the chopping block, it's easy to feel a little, well, obsolete. It's easy to think that we humans are about to become side characters in our own story. But that's where you'd be wrong. Because for all of its incredible power, AI has a huge blind spot. It has no consciousness, no desires, no understanding of the human experience. It can process data, but it can't feel joy. It can write a poem about love, but it has never been in love. It can simulate empathy. It can't actually care. This is our advantage. This is what makes us the MVP, the most valuable player. Our humanity is not a bug, it's the ultimate feature. Our ability to connect with each other, to understand context, to dream, to have a sense of purpose. These are things that cannot be coded into an algorithm. A machine can tell you what happened. A human can tell you why it matters. An AI can optimize a system for efficiency. A human leader can inspire a team to strive for greatness. In a world awash with data and automated answers, wisdom, judgment, morality,